Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Welcome to our school, New Generation Language Schools, with you, Mr. Muhammad Sulaiman, and some revision for my students to be ready for the next time exam or for the October exam, AL inshallah, with our grade 8 Traveler B1 Plus. Module 1, the title is People, some vocab and some grammar. Let's start. Look at these vocab and study them well. The word or the first word here is gymnastics. Gymnastics. What is gymnastics? As you can see in the photo here, gymnastics is physical exercises and activities performed inside, often using equipment like running, jumping, high jump, long jump, or swimming. All these are called in gymnastics. The next word is instant messaging. Instant messaging. It's a type of service available on the internet that allows you to exchange written messages with someone else who is using the service at the same time, and it's very fast to send instant messages. Nag. As you see here in the picture, they are talking in a rough way. So nag is to criticize or complain, often in an annoying way. Your child sometimes nag you to do something he wants to do and you don't want him to do. So always nags you, or the boy nags his father and mother all the time to go out with his friends, but all the time his parents refuse to do that. Gossip. Gossip. Gossip means conversation or reports about other people's private lives, which might be unkind, disapproving, or not true. So it's not kind, it's not good to gossip about people, to talk about someone who is not here with you. Like Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا. The next word is flatmate. Flatmate, workmate, classmate is someone who is with you in this place or in these places. So flatmate is the person or is someone who shares an apartment with another person. Also classmate is the friend or is the one who is with you in the same class. Also workmate is the person who shares you or who works with you in the workplace. Flatmate. The next, magnificent. It's an adjective. When you like something, when you are interested in something, you say this is magnificent, very good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired. The next, tutor. Tutor is a teacher who teaches a student at home. Okay, a teacher who works with someone or with a student or a small group. Usually it's indoors or at home. Tutor. Stroll, like the photo here, to walk in a slow, relaxed manner, especially for pleasure. So most of us, especially in summer nights, like to stroll out, walking or going shopping. So it's a nice activity. Let's look at these phrasal verbs. And when we say phrasal verb means a verb plus preposition. A verb plus preposition is called a phrasal verb. Here, makeup. Makeup in English has so many meanings. Okay? Makeup to start or become friends again. Okay? Look at these two girls. They make up or they made up they became friends again. Also make up to create stories. Some people can make up stories. The next, fall out, have arguments with someone, have argument with someone, and it sometimes ends to so they are not be friends anymore. Fall out. So please try not to fall out with your friends or your brother or your siblings at home, so you live together in a good way. The next, break up with. Break up with. Okay, also break up is not a good way, is to end relationship. Sometimes some people quarrel or fight or have bad discussions, and after that they break up with, they end the relationship between them. On the other side, get on with, to have a friendly relationship. Get on with, to live in a kind way with your friends or your family or your siblings at home. So try not to break up with people, but to get on with your friends all the time. The next, hear from. Okay, hear from. To receive news from anyone. When you meet someone, you send him a message and you ask him, I want to hear from you. I want to know about you so that I know you are well or you live in a good way. Freeze up. Stop moving and become completely still. Freeze up, to stop moving, not to move, and stand still without any movements. Keep in touch with. Keep in touch with. To continue, to try to be friendly with someone, especially because they can help you. Also, when you end your day and you say goodbye to your friend, you all the time keep in touch. Don't lose touch with me by sending message, by calling me, so that we are in touch with each other. Bring up, bring up, to care for a child until it is an adult, often giving it particular beliefs. So our parents do their best to bring up their children. Parents usually do their best to bring up their children so that they are good people. Cheer up. Cheer up. Cheer up. If someone cheers up or something cheers them up, they start to feel happier. So when you see someone sad or upset or depressed, you should cheer him up. You should make him feel or make them feel happy. Dig up, like here, to break the ground or to make a hole in it with a tool, machine, etc. Nomads. Nomads are people who live in the deserts, a group of people who move from one place to another rather than living in one place all the time. Sometimes they travel on camels, they live in tents, they usually live in the desert. Oasis. Oasis. Oasis is a place in the desert where there is water, plants, trees, and sometimes village or town could be found. Like we here in Egypt, we have Siwa Oasis, a nice place that so many people like to go. Generation. Generation, all the people of about the same age within a society or within a particular family. All the time we have generations and followed by generations and so on. Region. A particular area or part of the world, of the body, etc., or any of the large official areas into which a country is divided. So any country is divided into regions. Here in Manufia we have regions. For Minuf, the region, Al Bagur, Sers, and so on. All these are regions, or you can say places. Okay. Ancestor. Ancestor. Ancestor is a person related to you who lived a long time ago. So all of us have ancestors. They are great grandfathers or the people who lived before us many or long time ago. Tribes, 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 or a tribe is a group of people who live together, sharing the same language, culture, and history. You know, in the desert areas there are tribes. Also we have here in Egypt, in our village, we have tribes. It's like family, the big family. Okay, tribes. Outskirts. Outskirts. Outskirt, the areas that far from the edge of a town or city. Al Bagur is a big city. The places around Bagur or outside the Bagur city is called outskirts, like the villages around it. Also our school, New Generation, is on the outskirts of Al Bagur. Hospitality. Hospitality. When people are friendly and welcoming to guests and visitors, we call they have hospitality. Okay? Look at these adjectives and the noun. Hospitable, when I describe someone that he is good, he is generous, we say he is hospitable. And the noun is hospitality. Generous, also the same meaning, and the noun is generosity. Courageous means brave, means fearless, not afraid of anything, but he has courage. Independence, that he can live alone. When I say my older brother or my elder brother is independent, that he can live alone, he can depend on himself. Now he had a job, so he is independent, and the noun is independence. Imaginative, imaginative, creative. Okay, imaginative has new or has much or has more imagination, so he is creative, like here, and the noun is imagination. Warm. Today the weather is warm and means not hot, and I like the warmth of the spring. Patient. Patient as an adjective means to be patient, means to wait for others. Okay, teachers should be patient with their children or with their students, so they should have a lot of patience. Creative, when someone is creative, he has good ideas, he has creative ideas all the time, so the noun is creativity. So when using adjective, sometimes they are followed by verb to be or the verb get or feel. Okay, adjective, he is hospitable. Okay, he is courageous, he is generous, he is patient, but here we say he has a lot of patience. So be aware of these things. Some grammar also concerning the module 1, comparatives and superlatives. Here, comparatives, when you compare two things, we use comparative adjectives to compare two things, to people, to times, or to places. If we have short adjective, just we add er, then followed by than, like that. The word of the adjective fast is a short adjective. We can say a car is faster than a bike. A car is faster than a bike, or a bike is slower than a car. We can say not as plus adjective plus as. Instead of saying er than, we can say not as plus adjective plus as. Look at this. A bike isn't as fast as a car. What did we do here? Again, a car is faster than a bike. If you are asked in the exam to use as, start with a bike and put car at the end. Then negate the sentence. Say isn't or aren't. Then remove er and just use the base form of the adjective here, like a car or a bike isn't as fast as a car. Here, more or less with long adjectives. If you have a long adjective, the long adjective is about two syllables, like correct, like expensive. Well, expensive is three syllables. If you have a long adjective, we cannot add er here, except for happy or naughty or easy. So we use more, أكثر or less, أقل, like this. A lion is more dangerous than a fox. We cannot add er here to the adjective dangerous because it's a long adjective. Dangerous. It has three syllables, so we can say a lion is more dangerous than a fox, or we can say a fox is less dangerous than a lion. Also, we can say a fox isn't as dangerous as a lion, and they have the same meaning. Here, good, the comparative is better, not gooder. Bad, say the comparative is worse. Far, farther, or we can say further. More, less, we can use them also with an adverb, like slowly, quickly, than. I run more quickly than my brother. Here, quickly is not an adjective, it's an adverb. So an adverb is like the long adjective. We use more or less before them and than when comparing things. The comparative, like what? The more you eat, not the most, huh? The more you eat, كلما تأكل أكثر, the more you become fat. We say it in Arabic, كلما. The more you eat, the more you become fast. The faster you run, the better, the more you become the first. The earlier you sleep, the earlier you get up. Now with superlatives. Superlatives after talking about comparatives. We use superlative adjectives when we compare one thing, person, time, or place with all the others in the same group. Look at this animal. We're only talking about this animal, cheetah. If we have short adjective, we add est. Then the at the first before the adjective, then we add est at the end. Like here, cheetah is the fastest animal on land. I compared the cheetah with all the animals that live on land. We know that cheetah is the fastest animal on land. The giraffe is the tallest animal on land. If you have long adjective, we cannot add est to the adjective, but we say the most, al-akthar, or the least, al-aqal. Like here, Asir is the most hardworking boy. What is the adjective here? Is hardworking, mujtahid. It's a long adjective. Asir is the most hardworking boy in the class. This is the most intelligent boy I have ever seen. This is the most intelligent, أذكى ولد, the most intelligent boy I have ever seen.